Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. Another month is in the books, so it's time to go over the top 5 4K releases of September 2024. With your typical slowdown of August, things ramped up again in September with some really solid catalog and new theatrical 4K releases. There was a lot to enjoy, I think a little something for everybody. And I feel that there were some great quality discs this past month, a little bit more than your average month. I thought there were some surprisingly good entries. And before we begin, just a couple of quick notes. This, of course, is my top 5. Yours will be very different, but as always, I do encourage you to put in the comment section below what your top 5 of this past month were on 4K. And this list is based off the picture and the audio quality. It has nothing to do with the movie itself. All right, with that out of the way, let's get to my number 5 pick. I am a huge fan of Westerns. I feel that there are far too many being made these days, but Kevin Costner definitely has a passion for it, and for the 4K release of Horizon and America Saga Chapter 1, this is a really good looking and sounding 4K disc. Picture quality is nearly top tier. It is beautiful. You get that earthy tone landscape of the Old West, beautiful scenery, which really gives you a nice visual pop. And the Dolby Atmos in the audio department is great. Any action scenes really come to life. There's a lot of great ambience. This is a very immersive. If you like to be in a Western in your home theater, you can't do worse than this. This is a really solid 4K disc for this past month, and that is why it is my number 5. My number 4 in theme is not unlike a Western. It has that vibe to it, and it's a really solid flick in its own right. And it's been out on Blu-ray for a number of years, but we just got a 4K from Lionsgate. Wind River, the Steelbook edition. The only way you can pick this up is from Steelbook. I think this is a wonderful 4K disc. Let me start with the audio. Because while this is not an action-heavy flick, there is a ton of great ambient effects. And when there is some action, a gunshot, for instance, every shot just will be very impactful. This is a very immersive track. I was very surprised, pleasantly so, of how well it turned out, and the picture quality in this, oh, it's so good. It is a really, it's very clean. There's not a lot of like visual pop as far as primaries go, but you've got the snowy mountain settings, and it just looks excellent. I think this is beautiful looking disc. It's wonderful to own on 4K. I'm very happy with it. And, you know, just as a movie, check it out. But if you're going to pick this one up, do yourself a favor, spring for the 4K. You will not be disappointed. Another month, another Arrow Video release, and a massive upgrade over the previous Blu-ray. The Chronicles of Ric from Arrow Video, I think, is just a so well-rounded 4K release, and it's one of the best of the month. And here's why. Not only do we get three versions of the film. We have the normal aspect ratio for the theatrical. We have the 4K of the director's cut or the extended cut. And we also now have the open matte version of the theatrical release. Honestly, whichever one you pick, you're going to get a really great experience. Visually awesome. I very much came around to the open matte version. I liked it a lot. And the Dolby Atmos upgrade, this is how you upgrade a previous 5.1 or 7.1 track. Wow. Those opening 15 minutes are some demo material. This is some great stuff. Very engaging audio experience. Awesome. And this being a 4K, I know I don't necessarily talk about the extras in these particular videos, but the extras in this are awesome. I mean, even if you're just a passing fan, they're worth checking out. I highly recommend you pick this one up. I, of course, prefer pitch black as far as a movie goes, but this itself on 4K is awesome. I highly recommend you check it out. So yes, Chronicles of Ric on 4K from Arrow Video is a high recommend and my number 3. For my number 2, this is definitely going to make the top 10 of the year. No doubt about it. And I am obviously a huge fan. If you could check out the posters behind me, Godzilla -1 on 4K, the deluxe edition from the GodzillaStore.com is a phenomenal 4K. I love how this turned out. Excellent picture quality. I think it's a beautiful looking picture, fully supported by HDR and Dolby Vision. Looks excellent. I have no complaints whatsoever. It's just a really solid looking picture. And the Atmos on this, one of the best of the year, no doubt about it. It's definitely going to be used for future demo material for myself, and I'm sure many other people, of just how good this 4K is in a visual and audio sense. And of course, if you spring for the deluxe edition, which was sold out initially, but now is up again for pre-order over at GodzillaStore.com. As of right now, it's the only way to get the Godzilla -1 color version, which is included on the Blu-ray. So, yes, I recommend this film highly. I recommend this 4K highly. So just keep in mind, if you're going to buy the individual coming out in November, it will only be the standard version. It will not include minus color in that particular release. So if you want it, this is the way to go. Great packaging, one of the best of the year. Also, I love it. Check out my full review if you want to hear my thoughts on it. So Godzilla -1, honestly, a fantastic 4K for this past month, and it's a high recommend and my number 2. And for my number 1 4K release of September 2024, that is going to go to Sony's Bad Boys Ride or Die. Sony as a studio is one of the best out there. Their quality is usually top tier. I honestly can't really think of a bad one from them. But here, let's just get this out of the way. One of the best of the year is definitely going to make the list. This picture quality is immaculate. It is pristine. It is gorgeous looking. A lot of it has to do with the Miami setting and the pops of color. HDR, Dolby Vision makes this just really look gorgeous. I love how this movie looked on 4K. And the audio, if you go back to the last 4K of Bad Boys for Life, was top tier with the DTSX. Here we have Dolby Atmos. It sounds awesome. Action scenes really fully envelop you from all angles. Mid-levels, rears, heights, they do a great job, and any kind of sense of action, even quieter moments sound really good. Beautiful looking, awesome sounding. I would recommend you check this one out. If you're going to do it, pick up the 4K, available as a slip and a steelbook. So Bad Boys Ride or Die on 4K, excellent. Definitely going to make the end of the year list. So check it out. And it is my number 1 for September 2024. So those were my top 5 4K releases for September 2024. Now it's your turn in the comments section below to let me know what your top 5 4K releases were for this past month. And I will leave direct Amazon links to all the titles I talked about in this video if you want to check them out for yourself. And also, if you want to hear my more in-detail thoughts, check out my reviews on the channel. And finally, thank you so much for all your continued support, everybody. I enjoy making these videos, and I'm just very much looking forward to what we're getting. October is going to be heavy on the wallet, especially the 22nd. That's like, take a second mortgage out of your home type of a day, but we've got lots. We as 4K collectors are going to be eating really good in the next couple months, all the way through till New Year. So stay tuned to the channel. I will bring you all that and reviews and announcements. So, all right. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.